What's going on YouTube? It's Mike here, and today guys, I'm more than welcome to review the Apple TV second generation for you. As you can see, I have that on my wall of boxes already. Now basically, this is a really cool device. It's from Apple, obviously, the name. Basically, it's a little itty bitty box that sits upon your TV or TV set or whatever. And basically, you could rent movies and TV shows. You can't buy them, you could rent them. I wish you could buy them. Watch Netflix if you're subscribed to YouTube, and NBA and MLB. You could get Flickr. You could get a lot of cool things. You can stream music back and forth, or videos or photos from your iPad, your iPhone, your iPod Touch, your Mac, straight to your Apple TV or straight back. So I've gotten a day to play around with this thing, guys, and I gotta tell you, it's really cool. But I think the main part about this video is getting into the review. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So here you can see we have the two main parts of the Apple TV set. We have the aluminum remote and, of course, the main star of the show, the Apple TV. This is definitely a substantial upgrade from the Apple TV 1, as I didn't get that only because I thought it was pretty pricey. If I remember, I really don't, but I think it was $150. If I was wrong, guys, leave some comments below. But I think this was definitely a lot better to get. It's a lot smaller, so it doesn't take up too much space. It barely takes up any, actually. I mean, compared to the Apple TV, this is how big my hand is. This is the Apple TV. That's how big it is. And I think up on the Apple website, they actually have a picture of somebody holding it in their hand. So even though it looks big on camera, obviously, because I've got the camera really up close, it's actually pretty small. And, tonight I was watching a movie on it, and it looked like nothing up on my TV set. So I think that's a positive thing. As you can see, there's already fingerprints on it, a lot of them. You can see that there is a black band around the whole thing that covers it. I'm guessing this is plastic over here, but this part of it, I think it's plastic too, but it's like a really nice feel to it. It feels really nice. Over here, you just got the Apple, and it says TV. On the back, like I said, Apple, and then you got the little warnings at the bottom. Guys, over here we've got the ports. Now I'll name them all. This is for power. Then we have the HDMI cable, which is required. Then you have your little USB here to plug it up to your computer. Optical audio, which I don't need. And the Ethernet cable, which I recommend using Ethernet over Wi-Fi. It'll make this thing go a lot faster. And in the Apple Store, if you look, Apple actually uses Ethernet on their Apple TV displays. So I definitely recommend using that. Aside from the Apple TV, the remote is not the nicest part, but I think it's a pretty nice part. It's the same aluminum as the back of the iPad 1 and iPad 2. It does have a replacement battery inside of this. That's easy to get out. And it's actually really thin. The other Apple remote I have is from an iMac from 2006, and guys, that thing is old. It's got a lot of nicks and chips on it, but this thing is like crazy thin. Like, this is a really good, sturdy remote. Like, the buttons work and everything. We have the up, left, right, down buttons, the select button, the menu button, and the play pause button. And, Apple really designed this well. It fits great in your hand. And a lot of people are wondering, well, what the hell is this for? Guys, you're holding the remote like this. You cannot reach down there. It makes sense, and I think Apple made the remote really nice. Up here, we've just got the sensor. And then on the front of the TV, guys, you can't notice, but there is a little light there that goes off when the TV is on and when you push a button on the remote. I don't really like that, though. So, guys, I think the main part about this is going to test it out. Let's see what it looks like on my HD Sony TV. Okay, guys, so here it is sitting upon my TV set. As you can see here, we have the power plugged in, the HDMI cable, and as I recommended, the Ethernet. Here's how it just looks, all hooked up. And as you can see, we do have the power light indicator right there. Okay, now we boot up the Apple TV and we get to the home screen. Now over here we have movies, and under that we've got top movies, genres, search, and in theaters, which is also available in front row on the Mac. To the right of that, we've got TV shows, top TV shows, genres, TV networks, and search. Over here, we've got Internet. We have Netflix, which I'm subscribed to, MLB.TV, that's pretty good, NBA, YouTube, my favorite, podcasts, Mobile Me, Flickr, and radio. Honestly, I think Apple could put something like Facebook and Twitter into this thing. I think that would be awesome, and I would love to have something like that. Over here, computer is not that important. I haven't set up my Mac with it yet. And then settings, we just have all the important stuff. Okay guys, this is just demonstrating video quality. It definitely responds a lot fast. I just started up here an episode of The Office and on Netflix. It runs perfectly fine. You can definitely fast forward, rewind, fine. It's just going to take a second to buffer, unfortunately. But you definitely have all the good controls on the remote. Pause, play. It all seems to respond really fast, and like I said, definitely use the Ethernet option if you have it. I know a lot of people probably don't because they're using Wi-Fi, but I definitely highly recommend it. So, like right here, just pause it. Now, while being able to control your Apple TV from an iPhone or an iPod Touch, that's a great feature. But my favorite feature has to be the fact that you could stream music and videos from your iPod directly to your Apple TV. It's called AirPlay, if you didn't know. Yes, I've known that. Just when you have your Apple TV hooked up, go on your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch, and tap this little TV button. From here, you can choose which you want to select. I choose my Apple TV. Give it a second or two. It connects right to my Apple TV. And guys, that's my review of the Apple TV 2nd generation. Now let's go party rock. Alright guys, and that wraps up this video. If you did like it, let me know what you think. Leave some comments below. Of course, give this video a thumbs up, not a thumbs down, please this time. Just give me a thumbs up. And of course, click the subscribe button up top. Now let's go party rocking.
Every day I'm shuffling.